What's up, guys? So, ERT back at it again with another video, and today I'm gonna be talking about. Actually, before I even continue, if you haven't seen yesterday's video, I suggest you see it because yesterday I ended up breaking all of my rules, and it was a pretty bad day overall. I broke my risk management rule, my how many trades I take, what time I take them, and everything. So if you haven't, please go watch yesterday's video because today's basically the bounce back of that video, right? So yeah, let's continue on the bias. You guys saw the executions, so let me take them off now. Okay. I'll get back into the executions later, but I'm gonna just talk about my bias and my analytical perspective for today. So today, keep it basic. I I had marked out these hourly 4 hour lows here as well. But so I had marked out for these 4 hour highs, and then these. I think that's it. I only marked out those 4 hour highs. Also had this 4 hour unmitigated area, so I was kind of bullish for the day when the day first started, and then ES came in and tapped it, bounced back down, and then when we came in the market, we were like halfway in this, so we didn't even make this extension yet. So let me go back to NQ and continue. So, like I said, we didn't have this extension yet, so I had these hourly highs marked, this hourly low marked, and then these 4 hour lows marked down here. But I did also want to see what areas were not mitigated. So, I scaled down to the 15-minute, and then I see this 15-minute unmitigated area. So, that was a pretty big draw for me as well. And since we were like I seen that, like, I don't know, price was like going like this, just a little sideways a little bit. Um, I ended up just wanting to wait for a liquidity sweep, right? But while I was waiting for that, let me scale down to the 5 minute. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So while I was waiting for that, I see that ES makes it SMT, right? So from 840 to 935, let's go on ES. 840, 935, as you can see right here. So I'm like, okay, um, we made a bullish SMT, but we also had a bearish SMT at this time. We had some SMTs all over the place today. So I'm like, okay, let me just see what's going on with ES because on NQ, if you go on the 5 minute, there's really nothing. If I'm following my plan, I need a 5 minute confluence, right? And there's no confluences here besides this 5 minute uh inverse, but that happened before the SMT, so can't really use that. Personally, I'm not using that. So on ES, I see that after we made the SMT, we inverse this 5 minute imbalance, right? So after that, I go back to NQ, and I'm like, okay, ES looks like it wants to keep going up. So I end up actually, let's go back to the executions, taking this trade, right? But in my perspective, let me set this correct. Entered right there. Like right there. Boom. This trade wouldn't have been bad, right? But I didn't end up taking it because I didn't it wasn't following my rules to the T. What I mean by that is like that I still hadn't seen a liquidity sweep, and yes, this trade would have been a banger. Like this would have been a good trade as well. But I felt like I was buying in at a really like the extension already happened. I don't know, like I seen this and then like I felt like I was buying at the top and then it was gonna dip and stop me out and then come back up. So I thought I was gonna find another entry and I never did. This was the entry, but sadly that is what it is. So I got in and out of that one, right? And then after that happened, I went back down, right? After that happened too, it was a big I had to stay emotionally stable. I couldn't let anything. Who is calling me, bro? Give me one jippy. So after that happened, I had to stay emotionally stable and I go back into the hourly. I see this candle, right? This is the extension and I see the candle coming back down aggressively. So I'm like, okay, let me go back down, right? And I keep it simple. I mark out this 5 minute imbalance. Delete this. I mark out this 5 minute imbalance. And I see we come down, we fill it in, we come back up, and we respect that 50% of the imbalance. So after that, I scale down to the 1 minute and I mark out this last 1 minute imbalance. Let me turn on the magnet. Boom, boom. Right. The reason I was waiting for this last 1 minute imbalance to get filled, hold on, let me, is because I didn't want to take one of these inverses and then price ends up coming back up because of one of these imbalances. So that's why I waited for this last imbalance. And then I see price inverse it, come down, it comes back up to the inverse, and it makes a nice doji. So after that doji, I'm like, okay, I'll enter this, put my stop loss up here, risk 300, and then, take profit 1 to 2 or 1 to 2.33 to the lows that I had marked out in the beginning of the session. If I go back and show you right here, remember these I only marked out these highs and these lows, took out the highs, and I just took it down to these lows. So I kept it pretty simple today just because of what I did yesterday. And if you don't know, I would, you know, recommend to go watch the video. If not, I'll give you a little review. I ended up breaking my rules and basically just lost 800 overall in the whole day. And that's just super out of my risk management. And today we ended up making it back. This whole move was around 300 ticks, I think. Let's see. Risk 297, take profit 293, 732. Yeah, 293 ticks. Not a bad day. I'm glad we could pull this off, especially after yesterday's loss. It was a good bounce back. I needed this. Nonetheless, I have to keep sticking to my rules. Before I end the video off, just so you guys don't think I'm a liar, I'm gonna show you guys the funded, right? So yesterday we lost 96, or I mean yesterday we lost 800. The day before that, or 2 days ago, I don't know, 96, right? Um, so this is what we were down, and this was the 800 loss was yesterday's video where I talked about how I lost, how I broke all my rules and everything, right? And this is what we were at, 49.94. If we go back to our account, we are at 49.784. So good trade today. I'm gonna end the video off now. If you guys like the video, like and subscribe. I'm gonna link my Instagram in the description if you want to hit a follow, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.